Hi, good afternoon. This is Carrie Sparks with Pioneer Title, your Arizona title gal. I can reach at 602-715-5704. This is quite the event that I have really enjoyed putting together with Mike Dalton, who is one of our leadership down in Tucson and Pima County. And so what we're going to be doing is going over the market as it relates to Southern Arizona, specifically the Tucson market. And yeah, thank you for joining me today, Mike. You want to say a couple things? And also, tell us what's up over at Pioneer down in Pima County.
Well, we're rocking and rolling, I think, as everybody is who's in the business right now. Trying to take what we did yesterday and make it better tomorrow. So we've been really blessed with everything going on to have everybody in our company safe and healthy, and our customers are safe and healthy, and that just puts us all in a really good place to move forward and take care of our customers. So with that being said, I'll kind of talk about what's going on in the Southern Arizona Tucson market as far as the overall business sense, what the market's doing. Last time we spoke, we talked about kind of a bigger picture of how the market was adapting, what the buyer and the seller, where they were at, and just kind of trying to understand the mindset of the people who are in the market right now, and understand the mindset of people who may be getting in the market right now. Well, we've had some really positive trends in the Tucson economy, Southern Arizona economy. So as you know, we had a big bump in unemployment across the state. Well, last month, and let's make sure I have this right, Tucson added 21,000 jobs back into the marketplace. So that actually took our unemployment rate down to 8.6. Phoenix is 9%. National average is at 13.3. And historically, Tucson and Southern Arizona has usually trailed the trends instead of being in front of the trends. And this is really positive long-term effects for the market in Pima County. And what we're also seeing with that is we're seeing the continuation of the push on higher paying wages and new businesses that have come into the market and sort of had an influx of cash into the Tucson, Pima County area. And what I mean by that, and here's, over the last 3 years, our median household income in Pima County has jumped 14%.
Wow.
The national average has been 11%. And now the median national average is 76,000. Arizona, the median average is 69,000, which is mainly Maricopa. And Tucson had usually been a big gap between the national average and the Maricopa market. Well, right now we're at $65,000 is the median household market, and that's up 14% over the last 3 years. So when you have a 14% increase in wages hitting the marketplace, and interest rates all of a sudden are drop and are continuing to go down, we have a big pool of people who are looking to get to either upgrade their house, to get into housing, that is going to keep us going in the Pima County for the next, I want to say for the next 8 months. We should see the activity on the sales side that we're seeing right now. And you can kind of look at it in twofold. Right now, we only have 1.2 months of inventory for single family house. 1.2 months. I think Carrie, you would say it's about that for the Maricopa market.
It is. It's one day on the market, or in certain parts of the valley, are kind of where it's just kind of a ridiculous, getting back to almost like a bidding war. So there might be some people watching this that don't understand what a healthy time on the market is right now. That's usually 4 to 6 months, and when we're down so low, that is a very solid seller's market.
Yes.
And so if anyone is looking for bargains, this is not the market. These are not those markets.
No, and actually, and what's been really telling with everything that going on is that even though it's been a seller's market, the affordability index is still at 117. It was 119 in July 2019, and it was like 122 5 years ago. So we haven't outrun the affordability issue, the affordability for the Pima County market, which is a really nice place to be because we have actual affordable housing. And really where we've seen the jump in sales price. Now the median sales price in Pima County is $260,000, and that's up 4% over June 2019, and the 12-month rolling average, we're up 6.4%. And that seems to be able, the income is able to withstand those price increases. So as long as we have the income going, the houses are priced right, and so we're going to keep on adding buyers to the market. And even though the inventory is low, we're adding enough to keep it. So what we're doing right now is sustainable, and I think it's gonna hold long term based on the pent up time that people have been looking for houses. Because for every house that's being sold right now or going under contract, from the information I'm seeing in the agents and brokers I'm talking to, there's 10 offers right behind it.
Exactly. Acceleration clauses. We're seeing cash offers up in the Phoenix area that I've talked to people from all over the state, and seeing a big influence, obviously from California being our neighbor state, but also we've had so many people coming in with cash from New York, Chicago, Seattle, Portland, and Denver. Are you seeing the same thing down in Pima County?
Not quite as much, but yes, we're seeing an increase in out-of-state buyers, and even now it's not the seasonal time for out-of-state buyers to come in. I think with everything going on, we're seeing that push coming through, like you are in Maricopa.
I was talking with somebody this morning, and we were talking about snowbirds.
Yeah.
And Tucson has a very large snowbird population, my parents included. And we're just trying to figure out exactly how the snowbirds this year are going to respond with COVID still being alive with us. And wondering if they might be putting some of those homes on the market coming fall. It's going to be interesting to watch it.
Yeah, it's the Green Valley market, which usually has a big slowdown this time of year, actually has just had a little bit of a dip. And so the activity is still strong, even though people are normally jumping out of town this time of year. But with everything going on, people are staying put for this season. So it's really kind of put a little tweak on a market that we usually think we know how it's gonna perform. But the condo market and the townhouse market, that is really where we're seeing the entry level buyers now go to. And what used to be something that they wouldn't consider, because of the shortage of inventory, and the affordability of it, that there's more buying power for the condos and the townhouses. And so that's why we've seen that market actually jump 15% increase in median pricing over the last year, June 19 to June 20. And that's where you're going to start seeing again, where it was a lot of condo conversions.
I was just going to ask you about condo conversions because you and I
I love
both
condo conversions.
same title company back in 2005 when I was writing receipts in my driveway even on New Year's Eve, and the condo conversions and the lottery system up in the Ventana Canyon area.
Hmm.
Crazy time. Do you think it's going to come back?
Oh, it's coming back right now. Like, so in the Ventana Canyon area, everything, I think for the most part, south of Snyder Road to north of Sunrise, what used to be apartments have now, I think, all converted over to condos. And so you're looking at roughly, I think it's 5,000 units that have been put on in the market over the last 3 years. And now depending on the condo conversion, what was a 2-bedroom apartment you were renting for $900 a month 6-7 years ago is now a $250,000 condo. And those are not sitting very long. But for the buyer who's wants to get in the market because the interest rate is low, they have the purchasing power. We're seeing those starting to get a lot more pressure. And now they're expanding out into other areas where before it was the Ventana sort of Sabino Canyon area here in Pima County, that's now expanding out to the greater Tucson and Pima County market.
I notice that every time I take my trip down to Tucson on I-10, it just feels like that span of desert shrinks all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And there's new things popping up, whether it's residential or, of course, the commercial that I know you're going to get into.
Yeah. In commercial right now, it's industrial. Um, the retail is still trying to figure out what to do. And office space, that is a really interesting market across the board. So the really kind of hot spot, aside from downtown, has been Sunrise between Skyline and Ina on the commercial side, the Skyline Campbell area, La Encantada. What we've seen with that is we've seen what used to be restaurants.
Yep.
It was Five Palms a couple of years ago on Sunrise, just sort of north of La Paloma. Huge restaurant converted into office space. We've seen the old Vivace on space on the north side of Sunrise and Campbell converted into office space. So we're taking there. That is a really hot office market, and like I discussed before, people are really now wanting to go back to work, wanting to get out of the house, wanting to have some space from everything that they're having to do at home. So when there was a big, it looked like at-home work was going to completely impact and take out the office market. The research shows, the data shows, there's going to be a little bit of an impact, but people want to get back to the office. There's depending on which study you look at, there's a estimated 60% drop in productivity working from home versus being in an office, and that depends on the dynamic of the industry you're in. But that ability to have face-to-face share transfer of knowledge, be in the room, that's really kind of slowed down processes, and employers are seeing that their employees want to come back to work.
I agree. I'm excited to get back into my office space. I know that I just got it available to me yesterday, and being socially responsible, and that's been a big focal point for our company, is making sure that everybody's safe through this pandemic, and having a really great COVID-19 committee that has guided us and been just unbelievable through this whole situation. Wouldn't you agree, Mike?
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And what's great about how we operate is we let the employees tell us what they think is going to be best for them. There is no 100% right answer. There's the right now answer, and we're doing our best, and then we learn from it and move forward. But when it comes to how we conduct business, we want to take every precaution available to protect our customers, to protect our team. Um, but at the same time, we have some pretty innovative people, and we have some people who are love what they do and love to take care of their clients. And what may work for one office, just based on how the office is laid out, square footage, availability of spacing, may not work for another office. So instead of trying to come up with a one size fits all policy, we do what policy works best for this office and makes the office feel the safest. And since we brought that to bear, our people are happy. The product we're turning out is pretty phenomenal right now, given all the conditions that are going on, and the shift in what we did yesterday is not what we're doing tomorrow. Our mental status to go with that has really lent itself to making this a successful operation, given everything that's been going on. And it's been a paradigm shift. And what's great is everybody that you work with and I work with rolls up their sleeves and says, what can I do to make things better? And we're moving things forward.
It's part of being a team, but even more, it's part of just the way our Pioneer Title family, how we function.
Yeah.
It's also been a paradigm shift in marketing and how we meet with our customers, how we meet with our prospects, how we promote our classes. And so I know I'm part of a team that does a tremendous amount of different topics that are available to the real estate industry through Zoom. I know that we've got some things coming up that are exciting in August, and then hopefully we can continue doing the Pima County updates. But for anyone watching, please reach out to your sales rep at Pioneer Title, no matter where you're in the state, whoever invited you to watch this today. And then I'm always available in the Southeast Valley, and I have a very small amount of customers in Tucson. But thank you, but from the bottom of my heart, to everyone watching for choosing Pioneer. We are so aware of the choices that are out there right now. And so every time you choose to open escrow with us, it is just greatly appreciated.
And I think what I would like to add to that is, because we're the company that we are, and we listen to our people and our family members that come in to work with us every day, it's made us really good listeners to our customers. So if there are programs, classes, products that you're looking for, solutions you're looking for, ask us. We're really good at problem solving because we're listening to you and finding out what is important to you and what's going to work best for you to help you keep growing your business. We need you to be successful. We need you to be successful.
Absolutely. Well, Mike, I know it's the end of the month when we do this, and you probably have a bunch of signings still yet to do today. So I appreciate your time. I'm very aware of it. But for everyone listening, Mike Dalton is just a stand-up guy down in Tucson. How could somebody get a hold of you, Mike? What's your phone number?
They can call me. I give out my personal cell, 520-990-2916. And same with all of our marketing staff, Maru Delgado Leonard, Brenda Bowers, Paige Draper. But also you can always call me, and we have a tremendous customer service department that like fixing problems and helping come up with creative solutions.
I agree. I love the group down there in Tucson. So everyone have a beautiful rest of your day, a fabulous month end, great success to everyone watching, and just thank you so much for your time. This will be posted on YouTube shortly, so I'll have a link available if anyone would like to share it. And again, Mike, thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Always, thank you for having me.
Thanks so much.